Daily Manna from the Torah by Dr. Ketriel Blad.
Shalom to all and welcome to the second Aliyah of Parashat Vezot HaBrachah, and this is the blessing. This Aliyah is found in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 33 verses 8 through 12. Today we'll be covering verse 9. He said of his father and mother, I have no regard for them. He did not recognize his brothers or acknowledge his own children, but he watched over your word and guarded your covenant. How can one disregard his family to obey the Eternal? The verse expresses the attitude of all the Levites who gathered with Moshe when the rest of the people sinned with the golden calf. The Eternal's calling for their lives was more important than any family commitment. It's not that the Eternal wants that one disrespect his own parents, or to not recognize and love his brothers and sisters, or stop acknowledging his own sons and daughters. On the contrary, the Eternal's Torah commands us to do all of this. However, this text shows us that family ties cannot be more important than the commitment with the Eternal. When the Eternal speaks, He is the only one to obey and acknowledge. This means that if one respects his parents, it's because the Eternal has said we should, not because of the parents. If one loves and recognizes his siblings, it is because the Eternal wishes that we do so, not because we are splitting our loyalty between them and the Eternal. If one acknowledges his own children, it is because the Eternal has commanded us to do it, not because there is a bond with one's children that is in turn detached from the Eternal. When it is about the commitment of the heart, there is only one important thing: to obey the Eternal's word and to be faithful to the covenant that one has with Him. Everything else is the outcome of that faithfulness to the only one deserving to be our owner and Lord. The Hebrew text literally says, Ki shamru imartecha, because they kept your saying. The word davar, word, thing, was not used here, but a softer word for the word, which is imra. This is a saying or wording. This teaches us that even if the message we receive from the Eternal comes in a soft way, like a soft whisper in our heart's ears, it is more important to respond to that soft whispering than to any commitment we may have with men, including the closest members of our families. The voice of the Eternal's Spirit is over all men. Our commitment is only with the Eternal, and that's why we can also be faithful with men, because of Him. If there is a conflict between your relationship with your family and your relationship with God, please prioritize your relationship with the Eternal and be faithful to Him. You can't serve two masters. Be faithful to your relatives because of your faithfulness to the Eternal, and not without Him. Do not accept anything that your father, mother, brother, wife, husband, or children demand from you if it's not in line with what the Eternal demands from you. Your commitment is with Him, not with men. Blessings and shalom.